Hello, people of Earth, and welcome to another episode of the Just for Giggles podcast. I'm your host, Aubrey Friedrich, and as I say that, I feel like every single time I start an episode, I'm doing some silly, goofy, weird motion with my hands. It's also very evident today that I need to wash my hair. Also, in case you haven't picked up on it already, my voice is still a little bit chopped because my throat always hurts. Because I made it back to like 95%, 95, 100% after getting strep last week. And then I did a lot of talking this week and my throat just hurts. So if anybody has any recommendations on how to like get over that, do I just need to like keep cough drops in my mouth constantly or just like shut up completely or give me your unhinged recommendations that actually work. Anyway, into the meat and potatoes of this week's episode. If you recall from last week, I said that I was going to be 20 years old in this week's episode, of which I am. Uh, so that's a treat. I'm not gonna lie, most of it is just like it was a bit of a mental game for me anyway, because at ages 18 and 19, I still kind of felt like a kid, but now I'm 20 and it's just like, whoa, adults. So I just try not to think about it. But I guess my teenage years, they brought some good memories. Like I went to like some fun concerts like Taylor Swift's Eras tour. I went to Big Time Rush in Real Life Worldwide, Descendants, Zombies, Dancing with the Stars twice. Um what other fun things did I do? Went to Alabama, went to Outer Banks, went to Michigan's Upper Peninsula, went to New York. It was funny how all of those memories have something to do with not being in my hometown. Is that alarming? It's all it's gonna get so much crazy. I don't know. My teen years were very formative, but everybody says that because it is always very true. But anyway, I'm gonna keep today pretty short and sweet because, as I said, my throat hurts a lot. So, since I turned 20, I already decided to look ahead to when I turned 30. And I made a bucket list of 30 things I want to do before I turn 30. And they're all, some of them are very out there, so far out there that I don't know why I wrote them down. I could have easily replaced it with something smaller, more simple, something that I could complete like tomorrow. But no, I just really wanted to go out there for it. And I'm gonna tell you what, y'all, this list took so long for me to put together. Like I could think of maybe like one or two things, and then like my brain would just couldn't think of anything, and then I'd come back to it like 20 minutes later. Oh, here's another one, and that cycle just continued like all day, and even earlier. Like, you know what? Let's just get into it. You know what? I hope I still have this list when I turn 30 so that I can like look back on it and see. And I hope I just keep it so that when I cross these things off, I can highlight them or whatever, write the date down of which I completed them. Who's ready? I know I'm not. Number 1, buy a house. When do we think that's going to happen? I don't know because the housing market, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to leave it at that. Number 2, go to Europe. I think Europe is just one of the coolest looking places ever. Enough said on that. Number 3, go to all 50 states. I don't know how many I've been to so far. I definitely need to move west because I've been north, I've been south, and I've been east, but I've yet to go west. The farthest west I've gone, I think, is Illinois, like Chicago. And that was in like 6th grade when all that really mattered was sitting and giggling with my friends. So that is, I don't even know if that really counts. Number 4, this one was really unhinged, but meet someone famous. And one could argue that I've already done this since I quote unquote met a couple of the Dancing with the Stars pros the first time I went to the tour, but it was really just hi, picture, and that was it. No, I want to speak. You know what I'm saying? That there's 10 years. 10 years, okay? A lot can happen in 10 years. A lot can happen in 24 hours. So, we're going to not all hope is lost. Not all hope is lost. Number 5, color my hair again. I don't I have no idea if I still had pink hair when I started this pod. I don't think I did. I think when I did, it was like mostly faded. But I had like a pink halo going on, and I really want to bring it back. I really want to bring it back, but I know my family and I are doing like family photos sometime, and I don't want the pink hair for the photos. So when when we take the photos, I'll probably do it shortly after that. But she will resurface. Trust. She will resurface. Number 6, this kind of has to go in hand with like going to Europe. I want to see the Pope in real life. I just want to go to Vatican City and see the Pope, whoever the Pope is at the time. I think that'd be such a flex. I could just take a picture of the Pope like 200 feet away from me. That's crazy. Number 7, go skydiving. I'm not sure if they would allow me to because of my epilepsy, but because there's definitely obviously forms I'd have to sign off on, and I feel like that might be on there because it was on there when I signed a form to get my seconds in my helix pierced, but I lied and I signed the paper anyway, and I turned out fine. But I would love to go skydiving. I love watching the videos, and I know I'd be like literally like freaking out before I literally jump out of the plane. But I know I would touch the ground and be so hyped to do it again, as long as obviously I don't get hurt. Number 8, going along with that, go bungee jumping. As long as the cord doesn't snap, I think I'd have a good time. But if I am doing it over water, I might actually freak out because I am a little nervous of things that live in water. But it's going to be fine. Number 9, go on a slingshot. Like those rides where, they just fling you. I think that's like step number 1 into that little group of crazy G-force things. You know what I'm saying? Free falling. I I think they're gonna be so fun. I know they have them at a lot of like fairs or something, so maybe I'll see one at like some sort of fair over the summer, and I can hit one of them up. Number 10, learn to make eyeliner work on me. I never wear eyeliner because I can never make it look good. Like the wings, I can never find which angle, like what angle to do, and it just doesn't work. Or maybe I'm just meant to be a non-eyeliner person, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Number 11, be the Lorax for Halloween. Yep, you heard it right. Be the Lorax for Halloween. Um, I could easily knock that out this October, but it's a little bit out there because even when I was really little, me and my siblings didn't really go trick or treating because we don't live in town. We live outside of town. So we never really went trick or treating. It'll also be interesting because the Lorax is, just like a little short, stubby creature, and I stand at like 6 feet tall, 5'11", 6 feet tall. Nonetheless, I think it'd be really funny to just like get the orange face paint, just slap it all on, and like the yellow mustache and all of that jazz. I think it would be hilarious. Number 12, read the Bible in full. I've I've made a bit of a dent in it so far. It's a slow journey, but I do crack it open every single day. Okay, don't I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm better than anybody because I'm not. I'm not. I'm not better than anyone. I am just uniquely me. Somebody write that down. Number 13. Quit working at the bowling alley. This one, I this that might be a bit of a hot take, but I know in my heart of hearts that I'm not gonna work there forever. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna work there, but it's just a mild career goal of mine to not work there anymore. Number 14, go booth rent at the salon. And for those of you who don't understand what that is, I'm going to take a quick pause and explain some salon lingo to you. At most salons, there's like three options. Well, kind of four. You can do hourly, commission, some very rarely do you see hourly plus commission, and then booth rent. And booth rent is the most common nowadays. It's almost like impossible to find an hourly salon unless it's like one of the massive chain salons or something. I don't know. Don't even quote me on that. Not very many do commission. And I'm fortunate enough to have one for commission that does commission, because commission and hourly is the easiest way to get yourself started when you're a newer stylist, tech, esthetician, whatever, when you're like out of school. Because for booth runners, it's a little bit expensive and you're probably not making any money. So I'm confident that in the next 10 years I'll be able to have the funds to switch over to booth rent, which will make it a way to make more money. It's and booth rent, I never even explained what that is. It's essentially where most salons do it by month, but it's essentially like, for example, like I think like an average number, at least in my area, is like $500 a month, is where I, as an individual, would pay the salon owner $500 a month, like for my station or whatever. And that money just goes towards, I don't know, like products, the electric bill, I don't, you know, all of that stuff that keeps the salon up and running. And then all of the other money that I bring in is for me. And obviously, a good chunk of that goes to taxes, but and commission, obviously, is I keep a percentage of the sales slash services. Number 15, go on a cruise. I think that'd be so fun. I don't know where to. I could take a cruise over to Europe and knock out two in one. I could take a cruise over to Europe, go to Vatican City, and see the Pope. Three birds, one stone. Number 16, learn to and successfully make macarons. I know one of my little sister's friends can make a mean macaron because she like showed me them one day. She didn't let me eat it, but it was beautiful and she said it tasted delicious. And I know those things are like a severe science. Like baking is a science and macarons are like top notch level. So I don't see that being an endeavor for me right now, but it will happen. Trust. Number 17, try a soft serve margarita. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this last week, but I got about a year and I can probably cross that one off. I saw, oh my goodness, I was scrolling on Facebook and the local Mexican restaurant has soft serve margaritas now. I don't know what flavor they are, but it just looks good. Number 18, go to a haunted cornfield slash corn maze slash house, because I've never been to one. And I see the pictures every single fall of people going to them. And now it's just like a personal mission for me to go on one. Number 19, go ice skating. I know for a fact I'd be so god awful at it, but I want to do it for the laughs and for the memories, even though I hate the cold. It's for the experience. Can you guys, do I really sound that bad? Because I feel like I'm like talking with a lisp and like changing how I pronounce words in order to speak. Is that, are you guys picking up on it? It's probably all in my head, all in my throat, if you will. Number 20, get over my fear of fish. If you know me, you know I'm like terrified of things that live in water. They just freak me out. Like, it's enough said. Number 21, attend Lollapalooza. There are 10 Lollapaloozas left until I turn 30. So I have 10 chances to make it happen. And for those of you who don't know, it's just another music festival. It's not as big as like Coachella or whatever. And I'm pretty sure it takes place in like Chicago or something. Does it take place in Chicago? I don't know. It's got to take place in some sort of big city, right? Otherwise, it just doesn't make any sense. Number 22, go on a hot air balloon ride. Wouldn't that just serve aura? I've been in a helicopter ride before and that was super fun, but I think a hot air balloon would be like elite. There's a bug. There's a bug. I'm pretty sure it would be pretty dang loud because of like the mass amount of fire that's lit. Yeah. But I think it'd definitely be an experience because it's not like you're like strapped into anything, I don't think. You're just kind of like freelancing, standing in that basket. But I know better than to do something stupid. Number 23, sing at a karaoke bar. Because I think it would be funny. Would I be any good? No, especially if my throat hurts like it always seems to be doing. And I gotta get it on. Somebody's gotta get it on video because Pixar it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Number 24, buy a new car. We all know that the car that I currently have is mine. I bought it, blah, 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 blah. But 10 years from now, that thing is going to obviously not like, I'm going to need a new one because the car I already have is used and she's great. But in 10 years, she's not going to be great. I don't know what kind of car I would even look into because who knows what tech's going to look like in 10 years. Or even if I'm going to make it to 30. Let's stay optimistic, okay? Number 25, host a party slash gathering slash barbecue slash something of that sort. But it has to be at the house that I buy. I think that's a good clause to put in there. Number 26, go to a tall people convention. I know I mentioned tall people conventions last week, but I know I need to write it on the bucket list in order to like actually push to make it happen. But I don't think that's going to be able to happen until I'm 21 because I feel like I've actually looked into this and a lot of them say you have to be at least 21 to attend. So, 9 chances to make that happen. Maybe, depending on when they're held. Number 27, make a sourdough loaf. It's all over social media. I'm just a baking buffoon and probably won't be able to do it. I don't even know if I like sourdough. I just want to be able to say that I did it. How many fails will I have? Probably a lot. Number 28, ride on a subway. It just for the experience, just so I can say I did it. Because, like, I'm already going to be up in a plane doing whatever, gonna be in a hot air balloon, gonna go on a cruise ship. Now we just gotta add a subway. We're testing all of the methods of transportation. But you will never catch me on a motorcycle. It'll be an interesting day if you see me on a motorcycle. Or a moped. Or anything of that sort. Number 29, go to a tulip festival. If you know me, my favorite flowers are tulips, and I know they have like little tulip festivals when tulips are in season. And I would just love to go see them all because I think it would just serve aura. Number 30, the final one. And it's not the big grand ending because I just kind of wrote them down as it all came to me and it kind of ties into a couple things that I've already said already, but touch the Chicago bean. That like big mirror ball bean thing. I want to touch it. And then obviously sanitize my hands afterwards because that's how I'm gonna end up violently ill. But yeah, that's all. These are all things that I want to accomplish by the time that I am 30 years old. Do you guys think I'll still have this pod when I'm 30? Who knows what I'm gonna be doing at 30? I'm gonna remain optimistic and I'm gonna hope for the best. And outside of, um, well, pause. I know I didn't talk about this at all in the intro, but for my 20th birthday in itself, I didn't do anything. I didn't celebrate like at all. Really, like I didn't. Because during the day, my little siblings were at school, and then I had work in the evening. So, like, I wasn't really with the whole fam until, like, really late in the day. I probably didn't get home until probably, like, 9:30 that night. So, it made for a relatively subpar birthday. I could go into more details, but I'm not going to. It didn't beat my 19th birthday. My 19th birthday served aura. My 18th birthday served even more aura because I was in New York on my 18th birthday. I don't really I can't say I have too many memories of birthdays before. Actually, I kind of remember the stuff that I did on my 17th and 16th birthdays. 15? Nah, who cares? And you know what? That's okay because the world is still spinning and I'm optimistic that I'm going to make it to 30. And as long as I make it to tomorrow, that is what matters. You know what? Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. And I hope you guys should make bucket lists too, actually. And I know this, just like most episodes where it's just me, it's a little bit on the shorter side, but that's also because my throat really hurts. So I'm going to wrap this up for the day and, stop talking. Cue the non existent outro.